We know the importance of cleaning up after ourselves, but when it comes to our creeks and rivers, cleanup is more than a matter of courtesy. It affects public health, wildlife, and so much more. The Sacramento Stormwater Quality Partnership educates and encourages the community to protect local waterways from the impacts of urban runoff. Jeanette Huddleston is the Stormwater Outreach and Education Coordinator for Sacramento County Department of Water Resources, and Carlos Eliason is the City of Sacramento Department of Utilities spokesperson. Carlos and Jeanette, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
us.
thank you.
Okay, so Carlos, I wanted to start with you. Can you start by telling us what the Be River Friendly campaign is all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So Be River Friendly is made up of the Sacramento Stormwater Quality Partnership. We are a partnership of 6 agencies throughout Sacramento. So we've got the County of Sacramento, City of Sacramento, Elk Grove, Galt, Folsom, Rancho Cordova, and Citrus Heights. And what we do is essentially we try to educate people about the importance of keeping our waterways healthy.
Yeah.
And that's done through a few things, mainly keeping pesticides, pet waste, and trash out of the rivers. And there's lots of simple ways that people can do that.
Okay, well, you're helping us learn that with Be River Friendly. So how are pollutants getting into our waterways?
Yeah, so there's kind of a stretch in logic sometimes, but essentially rain is one of the ways that these pollutants can get into our waterways. So rain basically washes out some of those pollutants through the storm drains, which can go untreated into those waterways.
Okay, so other things we have to look out for. Carlos, what are the common pollutants that impact creeks and rivers, specifically in the Sacramento region?
Yeah, the top 3 are going to be pet waste, so waste from your pets, dogs mainly.
Yeah.
You've got pesticides, and you've got trash. And like I said before, there are really simple ways that people can help prevent those things from getting into our waterways.
Yes, we got to make those adjustments. Jeanette, how can we make a positive difference in our community?
Yeah, that's a great question. There are so many things we can do to make a positive difference. One way is to reduce the amount of pollutants that we use or apply around our homes. Pesticides can be toxic to our waterways. And so also not only that is that they can harm pollinators like bees and also beneficial insects like ladybugs.
Oh, wow.
So fortunately, there's a lot of great eco-friendly alternatives that are out there. For example, if you're having issues like with ants or roaches, bait stations are really great because they're very effective, they're less toxic. And right now with all of this, with the summer being here and all of this heat that we're experiencing, there's a lot of flies outdoors. So one really great way is to or you may want to consider is placing fly traps around the perimeter of your home, and that really helps cut back the amount of flies that comes on inside. And so those are a couple of ways that we can protect our waterways, but we have a lot of other eco-friendly pest control options on our website at beriverfriendly.net. In addition, another thing that is really important and that Carlos mentioned is trash.
Yeah.
Trash is getting into our waterways, unfortunately. But what we can make a difference by simply making sure that our waste goes into the appropriate recycling bin, garbage bin, also the green waste cart. So all of those things go a long way. So in addition to trash, also pesticides, pet waste also can pollute our waterways.
Yeah.
So it's really important if we have pets to pick up after them, to scoop up that poop, bag it up, and then also to toss it.
Yeah, and I mean, all the adjustments that you mentioned, they're all very simple steps that we can do. It doesn't take a lot, so just making those simple alternatives. Tell us about what you brought in here today.
Absolutely. So we have a lot of great reusable items that you can use to really cut back on the amount of trash that goes into our waterways. The thing about trash is that it can linger in our environment for a very, very long time. And so when it's left on the ground, for example, let's look at this plastic water bottle, it can take up to 450 years to decompose.
Wow.
Yes. And so also food wrappers like candy wrappers, also chip bags can take anywhere from 10 to 15 years to break down. So we really want to make sure those things don't get into our waterways.
Especially when we can avoid it, throwing it away.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great point. Definitely making sure that we properly trash our trash.
Yeah.
But fortunately, there's a lot of great materials in the market today that we can reuse over and over again. So for example, we brought like a reusable water cup. You can fill this up. I love taking mine, to work or outdoors, and I can fill it up over and over again and reuse it. There's products that are made out of recyclable materials like spoons, forks, and then also straws such as these are a great option as well.
And they're cute colors, so you're helping the environment. It's a win-win situation.
Exactly.
Jeanette and Carlos, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us how we can all be river friendly.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
Of course. And to our viewers, you can find out more by going to BeRiverFriendly.net.